Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. I'm glad you're here. I am announcing a very special group build that I'm going to participate in, and that is the Frankie Day Appreciation Group Build. Now, Frankie Day has been part of our community for many years. He has continuously posted videos, how-to videos on paper modeling, which I think is fantastic. You should see his paper modeling. I'll put a link in the description below on how you can find his channel. Head over there and subscribe to him today. Frankie's been on some hard times, and we've all gone through those. I have myself. I haven't really put those out there, but that's not important. The important thing is we're here for Frankie. Frankie, you're a good friend. I enjoy your videos. You're a wealth of knowledge and information when it comes to aviation, especially naval aviation. You're a federal veteran like myself. You're retired Navy. I'm retired Air Force, so we have something there very common. You actually live out close to where my dad lived in Ohio, and my dad recently passed away. You know, I just felt like I had a special bond to you as a fellow veteran and a scale modeler. So it's important to me that I do this appreciation build for you. And the kit that I chose is this Hasegawa A6 intruder kit. So give me a second, I'll put this on the bench and we'll talk about this kit and we'll get started on it. I may not finish it. I'm on the road, I'm in a hotel room, it's my life. You know, I work full time and I'm out of town. So you may actually see me finish this when I'm back home. So I'll be right back. Here's the kit I'm going to build for the Frankie Day group build, and this is the A6E intruder from Hasegawa, 1/72nd scale. This is actually from the original tooling from way back in 1968. Now in 1987 they did insert some new parts. They added the FLIR ball up front here to the nose, so there are some new parts added to this kit from 1987. Other than that, it's been continually reboxed and reissued, and we've never had a new tool come out from Hasegawa for this. So you're going to expect the typical raised panel lines and such. But you know, the detail is pretty good on this kit. So let's look at it. And you can see kit number 00338. As I open it up, one big bag full of parts here. We'll take that out and we'll look at the instructions. Here's the instructions, typical Hasegawa of the day. And here's the decals. The decals are very nice in this case. I believe they give us markings for 2 different aircraft, and we'll look at that here shortly. But very nice here, Navy version and U.S. Marines, so that's very cool. Nice instrument panel here on the decal. We could look at this a little closer a little bit later. And I'm not going to go through the whole instructions here, but Hasegawa is very known for giving you some photographs of the built model. They're giving us the external stores call out here on this page. Very nice. Everything's in Japanese here. I can't read Japanese. The color call outs are on the bottom, and they're giving us color call outs for the guns paints, turn it over. And then we have the paint schedules, like Frankie Day says. So we have U.S. Navy VA-35, Black Panthers on the left there. Pretty cool. And then we have the USMC VMA AW332 Moon Lighters. So that makes that very nice too. And of course they give us a breakdown of the parts that actually come in the kit, all the different sprues. So let's look at this. Nice little handy guide on, if you're new to building models, they tell you what to do and what not to do, some of the safety things involved with building models. All this is in Japanese. There is some English though down here in the bottom. So let's open this up. Frankie Day's been doing a lot of 1/72nd scale models here lately. I think it's pretty cool. And let's look at the fuselage here first. Here's sprue tree A, and it gives us one side of the fuselage along with some of the cockpit and the nose radome. And looks like external stores, external fuel tank and such. Let's get a little closer. So there's fine raised detail here. Very nice for its day for 1968 tooling, and they probably did clean this up a little bit in 1978 when they added more parts to it. But it's the basic kit from 1968. Little part of the belly. Turn it over. A little bit of flash on the parts. Not surprising because the tooling is so old. And there you go. Here's sprue B. It's the other side of the fuselage. Some of the weapons, intakes, and the wheels. Let's get a closer look. And close up of the raised panel lines. Looks very good. You could actually sand all that off because you really wouldn't see that in a 1/72nd scale kit. And you could rescribe some of the lines that are more noticeable, the panels that are more noticeable. That's what a lot of people do with their 1/72nd scale kits. Intake trunks and the bombs. Looks pretty good. And going back to sprue B, this is our FLIR ball, which is part of the new parts that were added to this kit. Obviously in 1968 none of the aircraft were equipped with this item, the forward-looking infrared. So that's that right there. That goes on the bottom of the radome. Here's sprue C, and this comprises of the top of the wings, fuel tanks, landing gear, intakes, the front combing for the instrument panel. Once again, raised panel line here. The forward slats are very noticeable in this case. This was retooled. I don't believe this came on the original 68 kit here. So this looks actually pretty crisp for its day. So that would have been done in 78. Let's get a closer look. And there you go. That shows some of the recessed areas and then the raised areas. If you can kind of see those. You may want to sand down most of those raised panel lines. They're not seen in this scale. Here's the landing gear. Pitot tube. Here's the instrument panel. Turn that around. Get a closer look at that. Of course they give us a decal for that. The front combing on that. On the interior. And front landing gear and intake and the front wheels and tires. And here's sprue D, which comprises of the bottom of the wing, the rear horizontal stabilizers, intake combing, landing gear doors, and the pilot figures. Once again, raised panel line detailing. Let's get a closer look, and you can see we have very good details for the flaps and ailerons. Recessed there. Raised panel lines once again. You may opt to sand those off like I was saying earlier. Here's our pilot figures. Frankie Day always puts his pilots in the aircraft for the most part. I'm going to do the same with this. Here's our speed brakes. Turn it over, see if you see anything on the backside. Really no detail on the backside for that. Here's the backside of the wings. Your flap detail, aileron detail. Horizontal stabilizers there. Intake trunking. Landing gear doors. Pretty good. Here's your canopy. It's in two pieces. I suppose you could cut this and display your canopy open, but right now it's in two halves. You would want to use some PVA glue around this so you don't fog up the plastic, but there's really no option to open up the canopy in this kit. That seems to be what they did back in '68 with a lot of their jet fighters, like a lot of the F4 kits. You couldn't open them up either, so it's in two halves in this case, so you want to be very careful with the plastic. The clear plastic for Hasegawa can be very brittle. You want to be careful when you cut it off. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. So there you have it, right there. I'll be right back. And there you have it. This is the aircraft I will be building for the Frankie Day Appreciation build. I'm looking forward to building this. I've never built an A6 Intruder before. Even at 1/72nd scale, it should be a lot of fun. I'm not going to do anything extra with this. I'm not going to buy any photo-etch or anything like that. I'm not going to buy any resin interiors for this or anything like that. Build it box stock, and hopefully I can get some of it built while I am here in my hotel room away from home, but more than likely I'll be finishing it when I get back home. So stay tuned for more, and I'll hope to give you part 1 of the build up here within a week or so. So take care. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. Also, head over to Frankie Day's YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. Tell him you love him, which we all do. All of us guys here in our modeling community, guys and girls, really appreciate Frankie Day for what he does for our community. Happy modeling, everybody, and take care.